Hey guys, tonight I'm going to show you how to do a really quick and easy but delicious dinner. We're going to do roast chicken, roasted herb potatoes, and green beans. We're going to start off with the chicken. We're going to preheat the oven to 325 and then start preparing the chicken to go in. So, get whatever size chicken you want. Grab a knife. Make sure you check the cavity of the chicken for no sack. Sometimes they like to put the giblets, the innards and stuff in there. So check and make sure there's no sack of guts, because you don't want to cook that, trust me. So, grab your knife, because you want to make sure that your herbs, your salt, everything like that gets soaked into the meat. Grab your knife. Slice into the skin. Just cut it down. Make sure you don't cut the meat though. You just want to puncture through the skin and that thin little film that covers the skin. Now, I don't really like to eat the skin, so I'm just going to cut mine off. You can keep it on there or cut it off, totally up to you. So, I'm just going to cut the skin off. And then any like excess fat and stuff like that, you don't really want that on there. So, just going to go ahead. You don't have to cut all the fat and all the skin off. Just kind of the stuff around the chicken breast. So, slice that up. Drop it in my garbage. Like I said, make sure you don't cut the meat because it kind of messes it up. Then it just doesn't seem to cook as right. Then you have some that cooks just, it gets tough. More well done. It's not as good. We want it all to be just right. And this chicken, if you do it right, it will be so tender, flaky, fall off the bone, delicious. All right, now that that's done, we're gonna grab some olive oil. Make sure you sanitize your stuff after this because you have chicken hands. So grab some olive oil and just pour it all over your chicken. Set it to the side. Grab some salt. Drizzle, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle all over your chicken as much as you want, but make sure you don't get it too salty because then you're just going to be like, bleh. I like to use herb de Provence. Just sprinkle a little bit for now, and then we're going to massage our chicken. So let's get your fingers and just rub the salt and the oil all into the breast. It tenderizes it and just helps it soak it up. And then get your thighs. Just rub it, rub it, rub it, rub it, rub it. Get fresh with your chicken. Rubs the breast. Okay. So now, maybe a little bit more, just to make sure that its breasts are nice and tenderized. And the wings. There we go. All right, rinse your hands. Grab your herbs. Sprinkle a little bit more all around. Okay. Now you're going to grab your pot. Depending on the size of your chicken, what size pot you're going to need. Mine is about 6.5 quarts. Pick up your chicken, set it breast down in your pot. So flip it over, breast down, like a this. Set your chicken plate in the sink. Now then, grab your oil, just a little bit more on the back. Oven's ready. Sprinkle a little bit more salt, not too much. More herbs. Now we are going to cut a lemon. I like to roll my lemon first. Helps kind of break up the pulp so you get more juice out of it. So cut your lemon. And we're going to be putting it in there. So I cut mine into fourths. I'll cut each half into fourths. So I guess you're cutting your lemon in eighths. Squeeze some lemon juice on it. Drop it in. Squeeze some lemon juice. Drop it in. Squeeze, drop. Squeeze, drop. If you don't want a whole lot of lemon, you don't have to use the other half. I don't think I'm going to use my other half because my chicken's not that big. So, just going to set it there. I have some fresh garlic cloves that I already peeled. I like garlic, so I did about 8. It's up to you how many you want to do. I love garlic. Just gonna drop those on top of the chicken. If they fall to the side, that's fine. Get some water. Pour it in. And you want to do it about a third of the pot. You want a good bit of water, but not too much. Place the lid on. Pop it in the oven. And you are going to be cooking your chicken for probably about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more. Pop it in the oven. And voila. Now you're going to let it cook for probably an hour before you even start on your potatoes and green beans. Okie dokie. It is time for potatoes. So, grab your washed potatoes. I'm just going to set these right here for now. And super simple. All you do, cut your potato in half. Cut that half into another half. And then cut them up in little bite-sized pieces. And then toss them into your pan. I am tossing mine into my braiser. So, just go ahead and do that with as many potatoes as you need for as many people as you're going to feed. Okie dokie. So, we've cut up our taters, precious. Now, grab your olive oil. Drizzle it all over your potatoes. Grab your herbs. Sprinkle them all over your potatoes. I love herbs. Grab some garlic salt. I need to get some more garlic salt. I have some somewhere. Get some garlic salt in there. Yeah, we're just going to pop the top off because I think I'm going to use the rest of this. Sprinkle your... Don't mind me, I'm just going to beat the stew out of this bottle really quickly. Sprinkle your garlic salt in your potatoes. What am I missing? I think that's everything. Yeah. mix it up. Make sure you get the oil all around your potatoes really well. Now your chicken should be in the oven still. And what you're going to do is you're going to move it to the bottom rack. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to pop potatoes on the top rack. But we're also going to have our green beans. So I went ahead and I have washed and snapped my green beans. So we're going to do the same thing to the green beans. Oil. Herbs. Open up a thing of, oh, it's already open, yay. So garlic salt. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more on my potatoes since it's open. There we go. And mix them up. Like I said, this is a super quick, easy, but delicious meal. Okay, so let's go ahead and just move your chicken from the top rack, put it on the bottom rack, put your green beans and your potatoes on the top rack. We're going to bump our oven up to about 400 to 425. Let them cook in there for about 30 minutes, checking them every now and then, stirring them until they are nice and tender. Well, you want your green beans to be tender and nice and and then your potatoes, you want to be tender but crispy on the outside, so nice and golden brown. So you're just going to cook them up, and voila. Alright, so I went ahead and took the chicken out of the oven, and it is falling apart. I tried to flip it, not happening. The potatoes and green beans are almost finished, but they weren't browning completely. So turn the oven on broil, have the door cracked. You're going to let them broil for about 5 or 10 minutes. Once they're nice and crispy brown on the top, it'll be all ready to go. Okay, everything's out. Everything is delicious looking. We have our roasted potatoes, green beans, and our chicken all ready to eat. And there we go, all served up, ready to eat. Let's see what Bacon thinks about it.
I really should have waited until it was a little bit cooler. Oh, that's pretty good.
Try the chicken.
Try this.
You could use a fork.
I mean, it's so tender. I really don't. That's probably the most tender chicken I've ever seen. I've never had chicken like fall apart like that. That's really tender. That is awesome. Look how it just falls apart. Like, I just go to pick up this one strand and it just starts falling.
And there you go. The Bacon seal of approval.
2 thumbs up. I would give it more if I had more thumbs.
Enjoy, guys.